Hey, it's Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. Almost Thanksgiving. And it's time to wake up Wilmington. We'll be right back.
I get, there it is. Much better. So Joe leisurely just walks back into the screen.
I just come back in.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. How you doing today? How's Ricky doing today?
Ricky, don't lose my number.
I feel much better than I did last night, about 6 hours ago from
And
now.
we don't want you to recreate that situation for us, please.
No, please, no. I'm not going to tell you.
But this was all related to your prostate, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
I think it's some things I've been eating. I just got to quit eating.
It might be. Are you eating things that you normally don't eat?
Well, no, but I ate more of them.
Oh, so sometimes it's, well, as they start to eliminate all these red and orange and different colored dyes, I think that a lot of that will go away because I think that these dyes, especially the older you get, are harder to...
Well, there were some things I ate last night that are for diabetic sort of thing. But, you know, you eat a little bit between meals or whatever. And last night I decided not to eat supper, so to speak. And so I ate more of those to fill me up. And that set off the whole program. So it's like,
the
okay.
whole program?
So got to quit doing that.
What program was that?
The program that made me sick. I am wearing my green today. You're wearing some green today.
You're wearing your...
Why are we wearing green today, Rick?
Well, it's Wilmington College men's basketball at Wilmington College tonight on Flow Sports vis-a-vis Campus Nation. So you will be doing play-by-play, perhaps. There'll be at least one young man, I think, that will help you, although we may get two, and we may have them change off because the other young man, from what I understand, is sort of a newbie. He's interested, so we don't want him not to be interested. So we'll get him in and get him some time on the air. And if he likes it, maybe...
They can talk about the players, and they may know some of the players, and that way they can give a little
obviously
insight.
they should, yeah. They
well,
should.
you know, some guys at college, you don't know everybody out there. You know, it's in the college.
No.
But you should know most of them, and as the season goes along, know more. So they can talk about them, give us some more insight about the players than we know just looking at them on the floor and on the, especially on the field. I've got to go from football to basketball.
Right, now that we're
from field to floor.
Into the basketball mode. But I have an app that's on my phone. It's called Slack. It is a communication...
Yeah, you are Slack.
Yeah, it is a communication app, and Flow Sports uses it. And this is how they communicate from wherever they are in the country to Wilmington College. And so Michael, who is the SID there at Wilmington College, He gets periodic updates and things like that, and they talk back and forth on this Slack app. And I'm included in the app because I am the stream producer.
The producer.
The producer, yeah. Imagine that. What a fancy title,
I'm
right?
surprised they didn't say, we're not paying you, Rick, we made you a producer.
So anyway, Michael last night sends an email out before the game that's going to be tonight, and he's got all the minions, all the interns from Wilmington College, and what they're going to be responsible for. The ones that run the score clock, the ones that, and Wilmington has added on one side of the arena,
Yes.
and that is we'll call it the stage side, because there's no stage, but there's an upper level that looks over the court. So on that side, there is a brand new large digital scoreboard. I'll be anxious to see how that is integrated into the game.
Just the thing that was on it yesterday, that's on there all the time.
Which is the Wilmington logo.
And it was just like
spins.
But it wasn't just color; it was jumping out at you. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens during the game, what it's able to do.
What they want to do, what they'd like to do, is they'd like me to be able to do instant replay and to be able to project that to the board.
Now, I saw one board similar to that at a school I went to, and like every time they made a basket, it would come up and go, pow, basket, or something like,
Well, and they probably have that. And the what we saw in the press box, the press box up in the rafters there at Wilmington College, where we'll be tonight, they have a new network box that's on the wall.
I got to go early to make sure I can make it up there in time for.
And that is the network box that Michael said that does control the scoreboard. So that's what that was added for. So we will be up in that press box, producing and doing the game. And where we used to be on the floor last year, we won't be on the floor.
Well, we was up several years ago when we were doing Wilmington College games.
Yeah. When we originally started doing the college games, we were up there because that's where the Ethernet is located. Although technically, as we talked earlier, the way this setup is, we're bringing equipment that will allow us wirelessly. We've used this for football, where we had a camera on the field and it broadcast back up to the press box at Wilmington College. It'll be the same sort of setup. Down behind the scorer's desk, which is on the floor.
Just don't yell touchdown real loud.
Probably not. But so behind the scorer's desk on the second level, where the seats used to pull out, they have a big tarp that drops down with Wilmington College on it. And mid-court there, we're going to put a camera, which will be wirelessly connected with our equipment back up to the press box upstairs. And then we'll have another camera upstairs. So we'll have a camera view from different levels on both sides of the court at about mid-court. And I'll be able to use the switcher to switch between the, it's my Italian.
I'm watching you on the screen, and I'll like it.
It'll be, I'm giving signals. Anyway, the view tonight should be pretty nice. And the good thing, we have a problem, which it needs to be upgraded. And these are some of the things that I've been talking with the athletic department of Wilmington College about, how we might be able to upgrade the network system, particularly for athletics at Wilmington College, so that, for instance, they can wirelessly connect to the softball field or to the baseball field. And we can have what's called a bridge running from each of those venues down.
Now, are you going to possibly, may not know the answer to this yet, but are you going to possibly be able to talk to the box that controls the scoreboard to where you could put a replay?
That is exactly the idea. That's what we've talked with the athletic director and also with the SID about. Perhaps at some point we will start projecting some of the replays to that board.
Like if a guy goes down and has an open dunk, we want to show that again. Get the crowd really into it and stuff.
And since we are the ones now producing the basketball game.
Oh, I'm including that too, huh? I don't like
Yeah,
that.
well, what I'm getting at is our cameras will be the cameras they rely on if they, when the umpires come over.
The zone umpires.
Well, I mean, when the referees, umpires football again, when they come over to check a play and whether there was a foul or how egregious the foul was or whatever, so they'll be looking at our video because we're the only video that's going to be there.
Oh wow!
They don't have a separate video system for that kind of replay.
But Michael will have that down on the floor for them to look at.
Well, he'll have on his laptop. He has access to our video,
right? So
from
that's
the
what
stream.
I'm saying. That's where they'll be looking.
And then he can go back and he can move the little bar across,
Right.
and so he can slow it down, reverse it, speed it up. So he'll be able to do that. So he basically has an instant replay system that uses our video from Flow Sports.
Last year we had our video because we were Campus Nation, and then they had theirs.
Right.
And the referees would sometimes come over to us. Hey, can I receive that play? Well, no, you have to go down to them.
Right.
This year, technically, they would be coming to us.
But they'll do it through Michael.
Michael, right.
And the reason we do not have, when we say instant replay, our instant replay, once it's set up, will only be about 10 seconds long. And so anyway, visitors, ghosts. So anyway, the instant hello there.
Hey, how you doing?
What can we do for you?
Well, I didn't know if they were serving coffee up here this morning
Oh, no. Do you know where Kava House is?
Yeah.
That's about the closest place you're going to find coffee. But if you want to bring us coffee back, I take black.
or not. Black, I guess.
Yeah, black. And you can be on the show.
All right, have a good day.
You had a great day.
So our ability as far as instant replay, we can set it for like 10 seconds. So what it does is it records constantly, but then we can go back and access the last 10 seconds and do the replay. Now, how that will connect to the board, there's a number of different ways that board may be able to connect. It might have NDI built in. That would be the easiest way. But if it doesn't, an HDMI cable would be able to provide that instant replay.
But how soon can you put it on Flow Sports so that people who have paid and watching the game...
Well, they won't see it anyway.
No, but how soon can it be available that while the people are watching at home would be able to, you could rerun that dunk, even if you can't put it up on the board for the fans there to see?
There's two things, and we've talked about this. There are a couple apps that are out there that operate on a phone. There's no quick and easy instant replay system out there that doesn't cost $10,000.
Right.
But there is an app which sort of simplifies things, which I can put on the phone or on our switcher. And so we can recall the last 10 seconds
Right.
that is constantly recording, and that would effectively be instant replay.
Right.
We can only do it for one camera, and it's whatever camera is program out. So we have two cameras. Whichever camera we go back to for the last 10 seconds is the camera that was actually live through Flow Sports.
Right.
It would be much more difficult to try to record and be able to call up
Right.
instant
I'm
replay.
just saying, in tonight's game.
No, we're not going to do it in tonight's game.
That's what I'm saying.
Nor are
my
we-
original question was, how soon do you think somebody watching at home, somebody goes down, gets a steal, dunks the ball, and you want to show that again? Again, it's
Right.
only going to take 4 or 5 seconds for that to happen. So you're going to show the last 10 seconds, and the people at home watching can watch that over the Flow Sports that they paid for.
Once again, what that comes down to is me having the will to actually set it up, because it's not easy. It takes some
Okay,
programming.
so we're talking about 2028.
Maybe. The other thing, there's a couple other things that are more important that I like to work on, and we're going to start that tomorrow. And that is bringing in on this software, bringing in a remote person.
Yes.
And Dylan is going to be calling in tomorrow. He's going
Dylan's the guinea pig.
He's the guinea pig. So if we effectively can do it, we will learn everything, because I don't really have the manpower, the number of people that I can say. You don't even have a laptop, do you, Joe?
Yeah, I got a laptop at home.
Oh, well, see, we could have done some tests that way. I could basically say, okay, Joe, bring your laptop in, connect to the Spectrum network, There's all kinds of things. For instance, this software that we lease has the ability, instead of because we can bring up to 5 remote people into a broadcast, 5, okay? Now, if you're not bringing 5 people into the remote broadcast remotely, you can bring in 5 cameras, and they can be in various positions all over the country. So we could bring a camera in that sits at a game in Sacramento, or it could be a Wake Up Sacramento.
Is this sort of like Zoom, or
It's sort of like Zoom. And I have to do some more checking. That's why I'm saying I have to find out what this operates on. Typically, for instance, we have in our old Wirecast software that we still use, and in fact, I did that 4-person thing, and I'll probably do another one this Thursday for Bill. But anyway, where I brought 4 remote people. Well, I was here in Wilmington. Bill was up in Cleveland. Someone else was down in Athens, Ohio, and I don't know where the other person was. I think he was outside of Cleveland, but he wasn't with Bill.
Yeah.
He was in the same vicinity, but no. Anyway, we had 4 people on the screen at the same time. They could hear each other. They could talk, and we were talking football. So I have the ability to bring up to 5 remote cameras into the broadcast. So if we did 5 Wake Up whatevers, we could have a camera and we could bring in those different cameras at different times during a broadcast. So we could let's go live to Wake Up Washington Courthouse,
right.
Or
that's sort of like the Zoom cameras. I've been in many Zoom meetings for volleyball where we're having a statewide meeting with the referees all over the state, and we'd all have our, my pictures on my laptop. I can see me, and everybody signed in, but there's only one guy on the screen, and occasionally there'll be 2 people on the screen where they're
talking to each other. Whatever. Good morning, Vicki Kendall. Yeah, and that is controlled by a person that's running a switcher.
Right.
Okay, so it could be someone at a laptop. It would be one person that's designated.
But there was never more than 2 or 3, but normally only 2 people on the laptop, so everybody could see at the same time. But there were several people who could link into that.
Yeah, there's as I understand it about our software, there's what we'll call a green room. Mm-hmm. And a green room on television is where people wait before they actually go on the show.
Right.
So there will be a green room where up to 5 people can be in that green room. They see each other.
Right.
Plus, they hear the live feed from the show. So they're up to date as to what's going on in the show. And so if I was sitting here and saying, and we're going to bring Dylan in from Toledo, take it away, Dylan, whatever. He's sitting in the green room waiting for me to say that. And then I hit the switcher so that he is brought in, and then he's live.
Maybe next year we could do it just before the national thing, where we could bring in
coaches,
players from the other schools that are, in Maryland, Vermont, or whatever. And
there's all kinds of possibilities with his software. Now, I think that, and Zoom may also use this, there is a technology, NDI, which we talk about frequently, is the ability to send video and audio over an internal network. So the network here, we have fiber. Okay, so our fiber network here, we are able to connect. So if we're upstairs in the production studio and we're down here, we could connect upstairs, we could send it upstairs, we could come back down here, all through our switcher here, and we could do it in real time. And it's like we're, right next door or below, upstairs or downstairs. So anyway, it is a live feed that we can bring from anywhere on this network. Now, this network could also be other locations throughout the theater. It could be someone connected on the same network across the street. If we had a bridge over there, it could be any number of things. But there's another technology called SRT. And the difference between NDI and SRT is what I think they use to do remotes. Because what it does is it gives you the ability to do audio and video on a network that is not your internal network. It's an external network. It's another network. So if we had our fiber, which may be a different fiber company, which it is right now, it's Glow Fiber, up in Washington Courthouse, that network we could bring someone in through this technology, through SRT, and it would be just like NDI in the sense that they're like they're next door, even though they're 25 miles to our north in Washington Courthouse. So the technology that has evolved, and there's even another technology that's been developed, and there's constantly these technologies continue to be developed in that. But what it basically does is it makes it so much easier for us to do productions like this. And for instance, where you saw these 18-wheelers that would pull up outside of these huge venues, and they would be the control rooms for the production that they did from the shoe or wherever else it was. We could bring a van and have everything that they had and the power that they had in a little van. You know, one of those little, what do they call them? Well, you know, Mercedes makes them, Ford makes them. But anyway, you could put a complete production studio in one of those little vans, and they could sit there and they could run a whole show like they used to do out of 18-wheelers. That's how the technology has evolved. That's how things have been shrunk down. Things get smaller.
I've got a question to Vicki or who else is listening. Is this interesting for you, or are you like, oh? let us know if this is interesting.
Joe would rather
keep it up.
Joe would rather talk about his bowel movement problems last night and why he couldn't sleep than us talk about this interesting technology.
I want to.
Hey, it's time for a break, Joe.
Hey,
it's 20. Well, it's
did
not
Kevin
20.
tell you yet?
No, because it's not 20 after exactly. But Kevin will be telling me.
8:19.
Yeah, it's.
Well, we got to wait for Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin has to give us the signal. Then I can take the break. Do you need to run to the bathroom, Joe?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, you're good. Okay, well that's good. Well, it's good to know.
I just want to find out from our viewers: is this conversation we're talking about? Which I understand, and it's interesting to me to find out what we're going to be able to. Is it interesting to them?
Well,
or not?
To tell you how interesting.
We want to do what's interesting to you.
Vicki says somewhat interesting, and it's interesting too that I had someone contact me after the show yesterday, asking questions about our Music on Main system that we're putting together, and wanting clarification. But
they want a 2-minute clarification, not a 35-minute clarification.
Well, it wasn't 35 minutes because we were just texting back and forth. But anyway, it's break time, Kevin says, so let's take a break.
We got to take a break now. Kevin, give us the okay. He's the director.
That's right. Mic's off.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers market. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this.
An overworked office manager with too much already on her plate, spotted at a local all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Indeed, it's a sweet and sour love story of great fortune.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Investigative reporting, it's what we do sometimes here at The Murphy Report.
From dining to fighting crime and everything in between, including the latest coming to Ohio's hometown theater, The Murphy.
The Murphy Report. A new report every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and on our own YouTube channel.
The mistrusted name in made-up news.
A badge we wear with honor.
Ooh, we get badges?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. And don't forget to sign up for notifications, and you will be notified when we are on the air. And yes,
Yeah,
Joanne
down here it says,
says-
hey, it says create a message or create a channel to join the chat. Do I have to hit that or anything?
no. Joanne says Steve needs to come in and talk about the big announcement. A star is coming in May.
Yep.
Well, if you call Leanne Rhymes a star, yes.
Yes.
Leanne is coming in May to the Murphy Theater. So we're not the only stars that they bring in, Joe.
Right.
We're bringing in Leanne. In fact, what would be nice is if we could have Leanne on the show. Do you think she'd get up that early
No.
to be with us? You don't think so?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have that fiery redhead. We'll sit her right down between the two of us.
I'd like to have Ricky Nelson's sons in here.
We don't want Ricky Nelson's son in
Ricky Nelson's sons.
You got this obsession with Ricky
We're on
Nelson.
Main Street, and I'd like to have him come back to Wilmington and be on the stage. Their dad was actually on the stage and do a show.
Oh yeah, that's well, they could be right here on Wake Up Wilmington, and I mean, there's a lot of opportunities that we should be taking more advantage of, and we will in the future as we start to put together our new stuff. And you and I were just talking because once again we talked about
We don't talk.
Kevin would rather hear about your bowel issues than some of the technical stuff.
Not
he
me.
said. But he's the director of the show, so he's already full of technical stuff. But anyway, the camera that we will be installing at Main and Mulberry, that camera will actually be connected to fiber on our network by a wireless bridge from the Murphy Theater over to the camera. What it means basically in a nutshell is anything that's on that camera can be brought anytime into our broadcast. Okay. So I'll be able to bring in that whatever on that camera, that picture. So it could be something as simple as seeing the flag as it's finished, or it could be something else like the parade going underneath the camera on the parade.
Well, you know what Kevin was saying? That what you were talking about bowel movements was more important or interesting than what you were talking about.
Well, that speaks highly of Kevin. Kevin, now we know what you're all about. But anyway, and especially if it's Joe Davis's bowels. I have no idea. But anyway, well, do you have some birthdays, Joe?
Hey, happy birthday, everybody! Yeah, let me check our birthdays, and then may check our my own and see if there's anybody.
Joe, it's not
local.
your birthday. I can tell you.
No,
that.
no, not my own.
Your birthday's in January.
My own phone
Oh.
to see if there's local birthdays.
Yeah.
I usually get them after the show's
Well,
over.
I have local birthdays. Well, that's true, and they don't alert me till after the show. So I don't know if there's a time when they send out birthday notices. What are you doing?
I'm reading them. For some reason, I was thinking, when I write these down, that I look at them, I remember them. Is that remembering it from last night, or is it remembering it from yesterday's show? Jodie Foster's birthday's today.
Jodie Foster. What was she famous
Oh
for?
my God, several things.
But what in particular? What really made her career?
The first one that made her career was
She played an FBI agent.
no.
No?
The first one that made her career, first one,
Was she naked in that movie?
no, she was only like 12 years old. Was she played twin sisters,
She played both parts,
both parts.
right?
And
What was the name of the movie?
I'm trying to think of.
Well, Joe
you know
need-
you get me this way
Joe
all the
needs
time.
some help, and I don't remember that one. I only remember Hannibal
a-
Lecter.
I think it was a Walt Disney, but she was like 35 years old when she did that one. She was only 12, and the other
Well,
one
that
was
to me was one of her most.
Parent Trap. She was in Parent Trap,
I
the original
yeah,
Parent
I
Trap.
think that was more compelling than anything that
The Lohan girl did Parent Trap
Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan years later, but the original was Jodie Foster playing that part, and she played both parts. And then
Did she
years
get
later,
paid double?
Lecter,
Did she get paid twice as much?
yeah, I don't know. She should.
Yeah, I mean you should get paid twice if you're playing two different characters, right?
Right.
It takes twice the.
Well,
effort.
what about the person that's playing the opposite of you? You always showing someone's back. To me, they ought to get paid the same as the star.
No, if you're seeing the front of someone, that should pay more money than just seeing the back of
Okay,
someone.
half of it.
Maybe half, yeah.
Okay.
Besides, when they take a picture of me in the front, I've got a nice head of hair.
Yeah,
when they take a picture of the
That
back,
almost puts us off the air.
when they take a picture of the back, there's that big bald spot on the back of my head, and this hair's been thinning over the years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna look like you soon. Take your hat off, Joe.
I hope so.
Let's see your
Larry
bald
King.
head.
Larry King's birthday is today.
A famous talk show host.
A very famous
Yes,
talk
yeah.
show host
He was on CNN for years.
for years.
He's dead now, though, isn't he? Larry King.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He was born in 1933, passed away in 2021. So it's just been a few
I'm glad
years.
you have the details, Joe.
I tried to.
Yes, I know. You know I demand-
Allison Jane. Did we ever figure out how old Jodie Foster is?
Joanne corrected you. No, Jodie Foster was the mother of the twins. She was not one of the twins. She didn't play both parts. She was the mother
No.
of the twins. So there were real
She was
twins.
not the mother.
Well, Joe
Jodie Foster was not the mother.
Oh, we've got a
Maureen O'Hara was
got,
the mother.
We've got a skirmish going on. So check.
Maureen O'Hara was the mother.
Check.
And Keith.
Everybody out there in TV land, check, and let's see whether Joe is right or Joanne
Mr.
is right.
Keith and Maureen O'Hara were the mother and father. Now, again, Jodie Foster may have not have been the daughter. She may have not have been. No, it wasn't Jodie Foster. Take it back. You're right. Jodie Foster was not she was about that age.
Took Joe all of 2 seconds to realize that he was lying to you folks.
Now, there were the two sisters that were from England. And anyway, one of them.
That's right, they were. They were English, weren't they?
And
But
one
was it really one sister or two?
there was, well, one was younger than the other. So one wasn't in this movie.
Oh, okay. She hadn't been born yet.
I'll come up. When this show's about ready to go off, I'll remember. her
Someone
name.
help Joe out so we can get this effectively
Yeah, who played
done.
the original
Twins in the Parent Trap.
What was the first show Jodie Foster was in when she was younger? Because there was a very famous show when she was younger.
I'm sure that we have some very knowledgeable people out there.
So somebody
that-
tell me.
that will
It'll
tell
come to
us.
me later.
That will tell. Well, it doesn't do any good.
But how old is Jodie Foster?
Jodie Foster is 62.
Just a little bit older.
She's 63.
63. Jodie Foster was in one of those shows where the kids were, it was a Walt Disney show, something Magic Mountain or something like that.
That was
And
Jodie Foster?
That was Jodie Foster. There was a boy and a girl. She was
So
the
was
girl.
that a Disney flick?
Yes.
Magic Mountain.
And Magic Mountain may not be
wasn't
the
there
name,
a witch
but it
or
was something
something?
like
Wasn't
that.
like the Witch Mountain or something?
Yeah, Witch's Mountain, like
Yeah, something
Magic
like that.
Witch's
Yeah,
Mountain.
all right.
That was the show Jodie Foster.
I'm not
was
really a big Disney fan, so I don't
in.
really. know.
You're not a big.
But
yeah,
I
you
don't-
only want them when they don't have any clothes on.
I don't make false statements like Joe Davis does because
they don't-
my mind is like a steel trap. I remember these things if they're important.
False statement is when I know I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I make an accidental
And if you think if
statement.
you want to see Joe in his glory, tune in tonight. You'll have to pay though. Tune in tonight for Wilmington College men's basketball
Yeah.
on Flow Sports, and Joe will be making.
A fool of himself is what you're saying.
Yes, yeah, I was about ready to say
Okay.
that. But anyway.
See if you know who this person is. Allison Janney.
Allison Janney, yes, she played in several things, but she played in the one about the president,
Right.
and that had Martin Sheen in it.
West Wing.
Yeah, the West Wing. See, I am, like I said, it's a steel trap, folks. It's a steel trap.
She was also in a movie called The Diplomat.
Makes sense.
And she was in the TV series Mom. M-O-M. Gigantic letters on the screen.
So I'll tell you a little story about Martin Sheen,
like we wanted to know.
who
Who the heck?
I have been confused with. I used to hang out a lot
I've never
in
heard
the
it.
Oregon district in Dayton, and I went into this bar down there frequently, and everybody in that bar thought I was Martin Sheen.
Oh, God. You don't
And-
look a thing like Martin Sheen.
Well, I'm better looking than Martin Sheen, but anyway. So, I guess he was, what do they call them, doppelgangers or whatever?
I think it's because you looked like you were on drugs.
Well, Martin Sheen wasn't the druggie. It was his son, Charlie, that was the
Oh.
drug addict. And, Amelia Estevez, I mean, they're all related.
Yeah,
They're
Martin was
cousins.
cool. Martin was
But
cool.
Martin was the old man.
The man, the father.
And he played the president, and
Their pictures are in Pine Club, which is a
that's
steakhouse.
right. Yeah, the probably the premier steakhouse, not just in Dayton, but probably in most of Ohio. Pine Club had excellent. Now the river down on the river there is also a great
Yeah.
place.
I used to
steak.
go to. I haven't been to Pine Club in years, but
I haven't either, but it's still alive and kicking, and it's probably. And I think that because when I had Embers, which was my supper club down by the Dayton Mall.
always when I had my
Yeah, well, when I had my supper club there, there was the Paragon, which is on
Yes.
Paragon Road,
it's still there.
which was sort of a copy of the Pine Club. They tried to make a Centerville Pine Club, and that's what they copied.
And they
that.
tried to make it. Well, in the Pine Club, because it was so close to college, you didn't have to dress up.
UD, University of Dayton.
Yeah, you didn't have to dress up fancy to go
That's
to the Pine
right,
Club.
Joanne. It's Haley Mills.
Haley Mills.
Haley Mills was and I remember that. I just have to have my mind refreshed.
Yeah.
Joe is in the town.
I remembered it later.
Yeah.
Jodie Foster
What
was
do you-
in an
what do
early
you-
Walt Disney show, but it wasn't that show.
Yeah.
But she was in a show when she was she was in a show when she was a young teenager or pre-teenager, and you were like, her first ever show was when she was Hannibal Lecter's show, and I'm
No,
like,
I didn't say
no,
the first.
years
I
before
did not
that.
say the first. I just said what I thought was the most compelling acting that she did as an
You
actor.
said the first compelling acting show.
Yeah.
The first. No, she was in others.
She was not. She was, and Haley Mills was the person. It wasn't even her.
But
So
she was
Jodie
in an early show. that
Jodie
was-
Foster has done several things over her career.
Right.
In most cases, it's more serious.
As an
roles.
adult, that was her first compelling
But
show.
any way you look at it, to me, that's what sticks in my mind when I think about Jodie Foster and being an actor is, because she did more than one. I think there were a couple movies with Hannibal Lecter that she was.
I think they came back and did, yeah.
But
I never watched any of them, so I don't know.
wasn't she an FBI agent?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I never
because
watched the show, so I
think
can't.
that it had something to do with West Virginia and down
no
in
idea.
that part of Ohio.
I never watched it.
See, and Joe just bloviates and talks about minutia, and he doesn't even know what he's talking about. He just
No, because
it's
I never
remarkable.
talked
Joe,
about
you'd be better
Hannibal
off
Lecter.
talking about your
You're talking about
your
Hannibal
bowel
Lecter.
movement
I'm saying
last
I
night.
never watched Hannibal Lecter. I cannot talk about Hannibal
Does
Lecter.
he scare you?
I did. I
Does
don't
it
like
scare
those
you?
kind of shows.
You don't like him feasting on brain?
No.
On brain?
Somebody eating somebody does not make me want to watch that show.
Well, he didn't eat the whole thing. He just ate, slices
Well,
of
that's
brain.
all right. Enough that I didn't like to watch that
Yeah.
show.
No, I thought that was to me that was a classic. That was definitely a classic movie.
How old is Allison Janney?
Allison Janney probably is like 82.
No.
She's younger?
Yes.
62.
Older.
You act like 82 was that old then. 72.
That's 20 years older than 62.
72.
Younger. Bracketed between 62 and 70.
69.
Younger.
65.
Just A little bit
Just.
older.
A little bit older?
A little bit older.
70.
65. Just.
Oh,
a
I
little
thought
bit
I
older.
said 69.
No, you said 65.
Then I dropped it to 65?
Five.
Or did I say 69 before that?
No, you said 69. Then you said
All right,
65.
I just want to make sure you heard 69, and then it was 65, so it's 66.
Yes, she is
All right.
now 66.
Oh, it's like pulling teeth with this man.
Meg Ryan. Cute little girl.
You Got Mail and
She was on
Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Easy
And
for
she
you
was
to say.
on a couple daytime soaps.
Yes, she was. She was younger when she was on the
Yeah.
soap operas or whatever. But
Right. That's where she got her
no.
start on the soap.
And didn't she also have a scene where she was acting as though she was having an orgasm for someone? And that was probably what she's remembered the most in anything she ever did, was sitting in that restaurant. And I don't even remember who
And
was across the table from her.
Rob, Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
And Rob Reiner's mother was like in camera view at another table eating. And after she went through that, she looks over at the waitress. I'll have what she's having. That's one of the most famous lines.
But
of
that you know, there are things that happen in movies that you can't get out of your mind, and she always looked so young and innocent in anything she was playing in.
yeah.
Such a sweet
Even when
person.
she was 35, she looked like she was 19.
And for her to sit at the table and go through those orgasmic whatevers, and you just can't get that out of your mind. You know, yes.
Especially you.
Do you think she was faking it?
That's how she was telling him she was faking it.
Oh
right.
gosh.
Roy Campanella.
Baseball player,
Yes.
Yankees,
No.
Boston Red Sox,
No.
Giants,
Nope.
Dodgers,
Yep. Which
I
Dodgers?
knew it was-
Which Dodgers?
the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Brooklyn Dodgers.
Yeah, I
What?
knew.
Do
if
you remember his nickname?
Campy?
Campy. Campy Campanella.
My mind is like a steel trap, Joe.
Boy,
Yeah, steel trap.
trap is right.
Steel trap.
Rusty trap, but trap. He was the catcher and played outfield for the Brooklyn Dodgers many moons ago. He
Yes.
was born in 21 and died in 1993.
All right. Are those the birthdays?
Oh no, we
Oh my gosh.
got a bunch more. If you want to take a break in between, we.
Well, it's not break time yet because
Okay.
Kevin has not told us.
Now here's a name that every time I saw this name, I thought it was talking about a guy. Well,
Oh, it is break time.
Especially because of the spelling of the first name.
Yeah, well, it's break time, Joe.
Gene.
As soon as Kevin gives us the word, we got to take a break. Kevin, we're waiting on you. It's 8:40.
Gene Tierney.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't place the person with whatever we're talking about.
Well, she died in 19...
Kevin, are you awake?
She died in 1991, but she was in many movies back in the 40s and 50s and stuff. And she was, like the bombshell in movies at that time.
You mean she was very attractive?
Very attractive.
Very attractive.
But I always, when I hear the name Gene Tierney, and they show the thing Gene, I'm thinking of a man. Because Gene is Jean for a female usually.
All right.
And so whenever I saw Gene Tierney, I would see the name, I'd say, who is he? It was a she.
And it was a she.
I knew who Gene Tierney
Or
was
her.
as far as singer on the...
Was it she or her?
was a female.
Oh, okay.
So are we taking a break?
I think we're going to have to take a break without Kevin because Kevin has probably either left the building or he's out having... you probably encouraged him to go out and have a bowel
You
movement.
put him asleep talking about your thing
he's
earlier.
probably having a bowel movement right now. So anyway, let's take a break. Jodie Foster, famous movie Taxi Driver, 1976.
That was another one, yes.
Yes, she was very famous. Taxi was a
Taxi,
very
but again,
compelling
those are
movie.
adult movies.
Yes.
She was in children movies for Walt Disney prior
All right.
to those.
Well, let's take a break. I'm going to turn off the mics.
An overworked office manager with too much already on her plate, spotted at a local all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet.
Indeed, it's a sweet and sour love story of great fortune.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Investigative reporting. It's what we do, sometimes here at The Murphy Report.
From dining to fighting crime and everything in between, including the latest coming to Ohio's hometown theater, The Murphy.
The Murphy Report. A new report every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and on our own YouTube channel.
The mistrusted name in made-up news.
A badge we wear with honor.
Ooh, we get badges?
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. Stalled airport escalators leaving behind thousands of stranded passengers.
break out the overnight cots. It's a slumber party for the ages.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
News to brighten your day and keep you safe.
That and all the latest news about the Murphy, Ohio's hometown theater. It's what you've come to expect. It's what you deserve.
With The Murphy Report. Every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
The Murphy Report. Airports might have broken escalators, Amanda, but the only thing breaking here is the news.
Have you ever slept in an airport overnight, Steve?
Every Friday, Amanda.
That's the day they delouse your complex and spray for roaches.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. When fast food takes longer to order than it does to eat,
all the heartbreaking news you've come to expect from us.
and some you don't. I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Leave real news to others. We'll give you all the made-up news you need to know.
Along with the facts about Ohio's hometown theater, The Murphy.
Like the special gift recently left for us in the balcony ladies' room.
Nuggets of newsworthy newsiness, only on The Murphy Report.
The Murphy Report. Find us on our website, themurphytheater.org, or on our very own YouTube channel with a new story every Monday morning.
The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Microphones are back on, Joe.
Back on.
And we've got you in the split screen.
I see the split screen. I look tiny in the split screen.
Screens. Well, let's bring you in then. We'll bring you in. But, you know, once again, just using the marvelous opportunity of the software that we have.
One thing that happened yesterday was so good. We were putting things away
Oh, here at the studio.
here at the studio.
Yeah, but you can't believe everything Amanda says. Amanda is...
See, he knows. He's already apologizing. He's trying.
Amanda is a big fibber. She is a fibberess.
Amanda, the cute little girl you see on the commercials,
What are you talking about?
we walked
She's
over
a
putting
woman.
the things
She's
away,
like 40-something.
and I said,
She's a fibber.
gosh, Amanda, if you had to put up with this all day long, all the time, and I just sort of shook my head. Well, then Rick asked a question, and I was answering it. Well, before I would go, well, what you need to do? Well, tell us, Joe. Go ahead and tell us. Well, what you go ahead and tell us. This, and just kept interrupting me. And then he looked at Amanda and said,
interrupt you, Joe. I never
see what I got to
interrupt you.
put up
I
with?
never.
And she looked at me and she goes, no, but I know what he's got to put up with.
Yeah.
Meaning me putting up with you. So Amanda is so smart. Nice girl. Nice girl. Feel better?
Is that it? Is that all you got? Is that it?
Talking about.
Just tune in tonight and listen to Joe on the broadcast tonight, and you'll find out what Joe's about. I guess I'm going to have to be on the broadcast with you, Joe, but maybe not, because if we do have someone coming
That's
in.
right. We may
to
have
do the
someone
broadcast.
talking. You won't have to
So
talk.
I won't have to talk at all.
We won't
I
have
will
any
be
arguing
I will
going
be
on.
producing everything. I'm producing the stream, as they say. So
So let's finish our birthdays, which we didn't get to finish.
I did all the football production.
We finished with Jean Tierney. She was born in 1920 and died in 1991. Oh, here's one fact, interesting fact about Jean Tierney.
A factoid. All right. What
In
is
1946, or in that era, maybe 2 or 3 years or so, she dated JFK.
Oh, okay.
And they were
I think he had something for movie stars. You think?
they were really hitting it off really big, and she was thinking wedding ring,
Oh.
and JFK told her, we're going to have to cut it off because I'm getting very serious about running for political office.
Right.
And supposedly it's like, I can't be married to you if I want to run for political office. What that meant, I don't know. Because I don't think she did any bad movies. She was thought of highly as an actress, but he goes, I can't be married. And this is probably by his dad, because Joe Kennedy ran everything at that time.
Yeah,
And if he said, you're breaking up with that girl.
That was where the money was, right?
The boys always did what Dad said.
Yeah.
And if he said, no, she's not going to help your political career, dump her. So he told her, and she was devastated by the news that JFK was breaking up with her.
Oh, that's too bad.
So anyway, that was one of the interesting. She was in several.
She was never the
movies.
same after that.
No.
What's our other birthdays? Let's get these over.
All righty. Garfield the cat's birthday. No, James Garfield. James Garfield's birthday.
So it's not Garfield the cat's birthday.
Not Garfield the cat.
I was going to ask how old he was.
1831 to 1881. 50 years.
That's not very old for a cat.
No. James Garfield, the 20th president of the United States. But do you know why he only lived to be 50?
His wife nagged him to death?
He was shot.
Oh, well, that would have something to do with it.
He was shot.
But he didn't die from the shot.
No.
He died after the shot.
He died. He got shot in July. He died in September from sepsis, and they said also from pneumonia. But they said it was linked to
being shot. Yeah.
So being shot did technically kill him.
It weakened his immune system.
Right. And
so
he
never
got
recovered.
over it.
Never recovered.
He never recovered from being shot.
Once again, my mind is like a steel trap,
Yeah,
Joe.
trap is right.
Yeah.
Indira Gandhi.
Yeah. How old is she?
She was born in 1917. She died in 1984. She was from 1966 to 1977. She was the Prime Minister of India.
Right. Mm-hmm. Did she have one of those red dots on her head?
Possibly.
Well,
probably.
I mean, not all Indian women. I think the red dot. And once again, our intelligent audience will update us on this. I think the red dot has to do with a specific. Maybe if you're Hindu, you wear the red dot. But not all Indian women are. There are Christian people that are from India. So it's not it's only the Hindu religion that says you can't eat cows.
See if
cows are like worshipped.
See if her picture's there. You can look.
Whose?
You Google her picture.
Indira Gandhi? Oh,
no, John Jacobs.
You mean to see if she has a red dot on her head?
Yes.
All right. And I don't know what that's called, and I don't know why it is. So I'm only.
If somebody knows,
I'm only speculating.
But see, here's Rick talking about something he knows nothing about.
I'm asking. Inquiring minds want to know.
Here's your best friend. Your best friend's birthday. You didn't even tell me about it. Ted Turner's birthday.
Well, Ted was from Cincinnati. You know that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Indira, in this picture or any of the other pictures that I've seen, does not have a red dot on her forehead. So it could be that because, like I said, there are different religious aspects of people that are from India, and it may be that the particular religion. Oh, well, no, wait a minute. is that a red dot on her head there
Can't tell.
in the center?
I'm looking.
It's
but I can't
kind of
tell.
hard to tell. That
Yes,
could
it-
just be some lipstick. Someone kissed her on
See
the
if you
forehead.
can click that picture and it come up big.
All right. What do you think?
Well, no, it looks sort of like there's red dot on
It
there.
looked like a heart. It looks like it's in the
red
shape of a
smo-
heart.
It's red smooched on her
Yeah,
forehead.
maybe someone kissed her on the forehead. No, I see very many pictures, and none of them have Indira with the red dot on her head. So, and once again, I am not informed about what that stands for, but it has something to do with the religion. So, anyway,
There's a couple things that Ted Turner was famous for.
CNN.
TBS,
Oh.
Turner Broadcasting System.
He didn't have anything to do with CNN.
He married a famous person,
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda,
Yeah.
and CNN.
Oh, see, I was right.
See,
Mine like a
but
steel trap.
I was bringing it up later. He owns CNN, which sort of shows why CNN leans
Left.
left.
Well, Ted Turner was liberal.
He still is. He's not dead.
Yeah, liberal. Jane Fonda was a crazy, batshit liberal.
My brother hated her with his guts because he went to Vietnam War. Anybody who went to Vietnam called her a traitor.
Well, there were a lot of people. John Kerry was called a traitor because of his views on Vietnam. I can't say that the views about Vietnam were wrong, because I think that war was needless, and there were a lot of, in fact, I think there more Americans died in that war than any other war that we've been in.
Well, what made them mad is not so much as getting up and saying this is a bad war. The guys out there with their guns thought it was a bad war. We shouldn't be here. This is a bad war. But she went to the enemy and that's what made them
Yeah,
mad.
but we see that a lot with a lot of people that are congressmen or senators. They'll go to the enemy nation and they will talk badly about the U.S. And to me, right there, the president should say, "You can't come back."
Yeah.
You know,
You're staying
Rosie,
there.
you stay over in what is it?
That's the country you
she
like.
In Ireland.
You
yeah,
stay
you stay
there.
there. We've taken your citizenship away.
I agree.
So anyway, but bottom line is, I think that we all would agree that the Vietnam War was a waste of blood and treasure, and you weren't in the Vietnam War. I wasn't. We're in that era. We were in the lottery, which I guess you could say we won. I had a lot of classmates from that time.
Yeah.
That I don't know that I had any that I knew in high school at Beaver Creek that actually died in Vietnam, but I know many of them signed up even before they graduated from high school, and they went off to Vietnam shortly after graduating from high school. They didn't like it.
My brother, who went to Vietnam, best friend in the Army, and he named his son, his first son, after him, his middle name, and he didn't die in Vietnam, but he was planning to go to Vietnam, preparing, and he had to parachute out of a plane 1,000 times to prepare, and one time his parachute didn't open. And he got killed on his way to Vietnam, so to speak. Calvin Klein's birthday.
He's the designer.
Fashion designer who also has some perfume or colognes named after him and some watches now named after him. But he's the designer. He sold his name to a watch company that uses his name to sell the watches.
So they pay him royalties.
Yes. He doesn't design the watches from what I read, but he sold them his name.
Well, I know there are some very expensive watches out there, and I have my Apple Watch, but I like the Apple Watch because I can change the face of the watch. You can buy different faces and things, and it can look like a chronographer, or is it called a chronographer? Anyway, I think the Apple Watch, the only thing that bugs me is when it bugs me about getting up to walk. It's time for you to walk.
What's up, Doc?
You've been sitting along.
You bugged me.
You've been sitting there too
What's up,
long.
Doc?
It's like you got another wife. It's on your wrist, and it's saying, "Get up, walk, you lazy son of a gun."
That's why there's my watch right there.
Yeah. All right, so is that birthdays?
Nope. Calvin Klein, we got Ahmad Rashad.
Was he a sports guy?
Yep.
Was he actually an athlete?
Yep.
Did he play football?
Yep.
Who did he play for?
Cardinals, Bills, and Vikings.
Oh, those are all winning. Not one of them ever won a Super Bowl, did they? Did the
Nope.
Cardinals win a Super Bowl? I don't think they did.
I don't think so.
Well, we know the Bills in
Bills
Minnesota.
didn't.
Bills in Minnesota are some of the only teams that have never won a Super Bowl besides your Bengals. Ha!
We've been there twice.
And Monday night, my Cowboys won.
We've been there more than.
Handily. They won 30-something to, they just beat up on
But he
whoever
was
they
a
played.
football player, and now he's an announcer, sportscaster.
Yeah. Everybody thinks they can do that. It's so easy.
It's so
Ask Joe
easy.
Davis.
I know.
Ask
it.
Joe Davis.
It's hard to do.
Did you ever play sports, Joe?
No. Never played a sport game in my life.
I was going to say, he comments on it. He just never played the game.
Yes, I played
He
the
has
game.
nothing to refer to.
That's how I know how to.
He also has the ugliest legs in basketball.
Not what the girl said. Tommy Dorsey's birthday.
Big band guy.
What was he known for?
Big band guy.
Instrument.
The piccolo.
No.
No.
Trombone?
Trombone?
Trombonist. He was a trombonist.
I'm sure all the women loved him for that.
He was 1905 to 1956.
Didn't live that long, did
No. You know why he died early?
he? He swallowed what's that thing on the end of the trombone? He swallowed it and choked to death.
No.
That wasn't
But
it?
swallowing is close.
Oh.
He was in the mid 50s. He started taking sleeping pills because he couldn't sleep.
Well, that was why
So
you probably
he
take
died in
some-
56. So in the mid 50s, he started taking sleeping pills to put himself asleep. So one night he took sleeping pills. It put him dead to sleep. And while he was asleep, he had ate a huge dinner that night, they said. Huge is what they said.
Huge dinner.
And
Huge dinner.
they said he choked him on something while he was sleeping. So he probably had acid reflux, got it back in his throat, and then choked and died.
Well, Joe, that sounds like some of the problems you're having
I'm
in your
not
old
having
age.
that problem.
No acid reflux?
Nope.
No.
But anyway,
And so,
that is today's birthday.
and we just want to let everybody know, Joe, what are the days you won't be here because you're going in for your prostate exam?
I'm not having a prostate exam.
He's got 2 in a row. He's enjoying these exams, so he keeps making appointments and goes
Heart.
back.
Heart.
Okay, when are the days you're going to be on?
Next Monday and next Wednesday.
Okay, so he'll be, well, he might have a colonoscopy when he goes
I may
into-
be in next Tuesday. I won't be in next Thursday.
What's next Thursday?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, no one will be in Thanksgiving. In fact, just to let everybody know, because there is some debating going on, if we're going to be launching Wake Up Washington Courthouse, we may take a Christmas break from Wake Up Wilmington. This is just something we're talking about. But we definitely will not be on the air.
Well, I won't be here
Well, you're going to be in
the last 3
South
weeks
Carolina.
of December,
Yeah,
basically.
South Carolina. Anyway, that's when we replace you. Anyway, we will not be here the eve of Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving, the eve of Christmas or Christmas, the eve of the New Year or the New Year's Day. So those 6 days will be for sure. Beyond that, we have not set our schedule yet. And of course, we're going to be streaming live Holidazzle,
All of that. So
which is, the 29th of November? Or
yeah,
yeah.
2 weeks. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday.
Right, so we'll be streaming Holidazzle, hopefully.
And that's one thing we were talking about. Gee, the next couple Saturdays, there's nothing in here about Saturdays.
Well, it's because there's
one
other
of
stuff
them
on
is
it.
Holidazzle.
Yeah, and what we're trying to do is get Trevor off his derriere so we can get the speakers finished and connected up. This is something that we
Yeah,
started.
we're less than 2 weeks away.
We started talking about 6 months ago and tried to put this into.
And sort of reminds me of talking to a guy that I know named
We
Rick
actually,
Phillips.
tried to get these speakers working last year this time. It was too cold, and we found that the wire was deteriorating. That's why we were replacing the wire. So hopefully everything is going to be working fine just as soon as Trevor gets his guy in here. So because the amp is sitting up in our studio upstairs. I just have not connected it because this amplifier, I don't want to start connecting wires and powering things up for fear that I might connect the wrong thing and blow something up. So I'm waiting on Trevor Shoemaker.
Have you called him?
Many times. I think he's avoiding me because he thinks he's got to buy me lunch every time he talks to me. And that's not true. Every other time would be fine.
You want free lunch anytime you can
every
get it.
other time would be fine. So anyway, the other thing that we've got to get, and I don't even know if he's ordered it, but I gave him all the information and to order the camera and the bridge, the wireless bridge and that, so we can get all that connected. He acts like this thing can happen overnight, and the weather is not going to be cooperating after a certain, time. And fortunately, we're doing tonight basketball at Wilmington College. Friday night, we're doing basketball at Miami Trace. It's the first girls' home matchup with Unioto, and that will start at probably about 7 o'clock because the game actually, I think the girls' games at Miami Trace start at 7:15. So
I know the boys and girls started at different times last year.
Yes, and
one was 7:30, I think, and one was 7.
7:15 and 7 o'clock, and that was the same way it was last year. But I'm not sure whether it's the girl. Anyway, if you look on Campus Nation, you will see when the girls' game is. I don't have it up there
But
yet.
you don't know.
But I'm going to get.
You don't remember?
I've got it. No.
You don't know.
I don't. My mind like a steel trap. So anyway, and then Sunday, we've got the conference championship in Columbus with the Ohio State Buckeyes club football team.
And I looked last night, and the temperature was 56 degrees.
The voice of that team.
The voice.
And me, the producer of All Things Great. And so we will be up in our steel tower. It's not ivory, it's steel.
Papa's going back.
We will be
He's
up.
looking to the right. Yes, he sees Washington going down the sideline. He catches at the 15-yard line. He's got it. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
We are also tomorrow going to be bringing in Dylan on the show if everything works out perfectly. This is our test run. Bring Dylan in on the show. You'll be able to meet him. He will be in a split screen, and we'll talk to him about
Toledo football, Ohio State club football.
The Toledo club football team, and also the Ohio State club football team,
and club football in general.
Yeah. Can we help you? Oh.
Wonder when the theater office open.
About 11, I think.
Okay. Facebook says 9.
Nobody's over there. Nobody's usually over there.
And they're not usually over there till 11. But
Okay. Now the tickets go on sale at 9.
all right, well, and
Sorry.
they might. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, thanks.
Just call the box office. Thank you. Are these the $35 tickets?
It depends on what he's wanting to go to.
Well, that's true. I'm not sure. But anyway, so we just missed a sale. I should have said, just hand me the money and I'll pass it on. Right.
Yeah, that would have worked great.
but anyway.
You'd have had your free lunch.
Yeah. Free lunch in Clinton County Jail.
Yeah. Well, you got free lunch.
Oh, that's right. Free room and
want free
board too.
lunch?
Free room and board.
But no, we got a lot of things to talk to Dylan about. Explain to the people more about club football, what it entails, and each club is different. But while Toledo may pay for something that Ohio State may not, or something, help them out. So, and the same thing with Sacred Hearts or McCoppin State. Every club can.
They're independent.
But he can explain how the club forms, what they have to do as club members. You've got a president, just like in a club, you got president, vice president, and et cetera, people in there.
There's a structure that they have to set up
And they have
in
to
order
set
to
up,
be able to have a
and
club
then they
football
have to
team.
follow certain guidelines.
And they've got to apply to the league that controls that.
And then the
NCF.
school itself, each school sets guidelines by the school for them to follow.
Right.
So he can explain a lot of that to us. I think it's going to be very interesting.
Well, you'll think it is. Maybe.
Well, I mean, even if you're not in
maybe
sports.
the people that didn't like my bloviating won't like.
Even if you didn't like sports, following what the club is and about the club, I think it'll be interesting
Yeah.
to see.
And we have a connection to the Toledo Club,
Right.
for that very reason, that we have, as far as other
He
club,
liked my voice. And it
club
caught his
football
attention.
teams, Toledo and Wright State are probably, for various reasons, why we have sort of a closer connection to those other clubs, and then of course our real connection with the Ohio State Buckeyes. But anyway, we'll get into more of that. He's going to be on in the first hour, so he wants to get in here bright and early at 8 o'clock.
Let's get it over with.
Well, I think that he's got things to do, people to see. You know, he is president of, and they're going to put a
I'm not sure
national.
if he's president this year.
They're going to do a national championship game up there at the Glass Bowl.
Right.
And so they're putting all that together.
But
and they
we
have
can't go now.
No, we talked about going, but then they changed the date.
To the 6th
Yeah, instead of the 7th.
at 1 p.m.
And
And
so-
we'll be at Wilmington College
doing a
basketball.
double header, and I think it's Marietta. But anyway, there's a men's and women's double header at Wilmington College, and so we won't be able to go to Toledo if we're doing double header basketball
Oh,
from
for
Wilmington
Wilmington
College.
College, Marietta.
Right. I think it's
I
Marietta.
thought you were saying a high state club was playing Marietta.
No. This is Wilmington College, Marietta. I think it's Marietta, but anyway, you can
It seems like Marietta does seem.
you can you can check the schedule. But anyway, we have our responsibilities that we have to fulfill, even if it means not being able to go as the celebrities that we are
We are.
to the Glass Bowl and be seen. Yeah, because we are well known to the Glass Bowl.
We might have even got on the other network, at halftime or something, being a little interviewed or something.
And that's possible. That may be the guy calling that just left here,
Yeah.
trying to talk to the ticket office. I don't think that the ticket office opens at 9 o'clock. I think that it's
Maybe
11.
they're online buying through the ticket office.
Well, Dan and Marla were in here early yesterday, but they were also decorating.
Right.
So I think that's part of the reason they were here as early as they were. Typically, and there's no reason, because they work late hours, because the productions are late. They go late into the night, and they're here midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then so they can't come in at 9 o'clock in the morning and open the ticket office. But
Some people want to know why not.
I don't. You have to ask Steve that. We'll have Steve come in and talk about that. But anyway, like I said, I could have one of those little. Remember those little changers that you wear on your it had the change
Yeah.
in it.
Oh yeah. remember that.
I could get one of those and one of those paper money wallets, and I could be the ticket office.
Contact the ticket office or contact the Murphy Theater and say, we want Steve on the show more.
Well, Steve intends on being on the show because a lot of people keep asking about it, but there were things that happened in the past,
Not
that long ago, had nothing to do with Steve, but everything to do with Steve, because Steve is the executive director of the Murphy Theater, and but he's no more responsible for that than I am.
Right.
And I know that most people are aware of what happened with a certain individual and what was discussed that probably shouldn't have been said, well, definitely shouldn't have been said, but was said, and it irritated at least half the people out there to the point where it was very close, so we had to make some changes. And even now, we are still in the process of sort of letting things settle down.
Right.
Plus, we're working on this new show in Washington Courthouse, so it's the perfect time to do that. And we're winding down the year, so there are a lot of things that will wind down. There's some new things we're going to be doing that will involve the music system, that will involve the camera. We're doing what's called geofencing, which will be some additional opportunities.
Too bad you can't bring back some part of each show, like in late December of like the year in Wake Up
And
Wilmington.
we could do something like that, except here's the problem, and I guess I could get some Wilmington interns. if we had some people that could do the video editing, because video editing, unless you're doing AI, and I would not trust any video editing as far as AI, but unless you were doing video editing, and you had someone to do that, it's very time consuming. Because you've got to review the footage, you've got to decide what you clip out, so putting together something like that, even making a 30-second commercial, is very difficult and time consuming. And so I don't get done what I need to get done anyway, let alone having to do new projects that Joe thinks up for me to do, like editing, a year and a half's worth
I just
of
said it
Wake
would
Up
be
Wilmington.
interesting if that could happen. That's all I said.
Well, it could if you did it. You know how to do it? I don't think
No.
so. I don't think so. So anyway, it's time for a break. Whether it's time for a break or not, we're going to take a break.
Take a break.
It is.
And we're 7 minutes short of a break.
No, we actually are
Did we
over.
skip the 9 o'clock
Yeah,
break?
we skipped the 9 o'clock break altogether. So we'll go to a break right now. And when we come back, do we play games? What do we got?
No game.
No games. No games. All right. Well, when we come back, do we know what we're doing?
No.
Do you have any content?
I have one thing that's going to take up about 10 minutes.
Oh, well,
That'll or less on this day in history.
well, I've got history too.
You got history?
I'll pull it up. But anyway, so
Wow.
we'll be back
Rick's gonna do
as the
something.
phone is. Would someone get that phone there in the theater? I keep hearing it ring.
I don't hear nothing.
But we'll be right back.
Probably that guy calling to buy his tickets.
Think zoo animals are uncooperative now, turning their backs on visitors and hiding in caves?
Well, buckle up for even more disappointment because now they're forming their own union.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. In depth, behind the scenes stories just like these that we will dig up.
And sometimes make up. So don't you give up.
Not on us.
On The Murphy Report. Visit us on our website, themurphytheater.org, or on our own YouTube channel.
A new report is dropped every Monday morning.
It's news you can't count on The Murphy Report.
Hey, Amanda, what do panda bears with open sores and disgruntled zebras on strike have in common?
They both picket, Steve.
They both picket, Amanda,
It's news you can use.
and some you can lose on The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. Recently unearthed documents dating back to 40 BC confirm Noah's Ark really did wash up in northern Kentucky.
complete with a gift shop and concessions.
And still no mention of unicorns.
Yet the same document shows how you can earn a handsome income mailing envelopes from the comfort of your own hut.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Helpful, hopeful, made-up stories like these and what's coming to the Murphy Theater on your weekly edition of The Murphy Report.
The Murphy Report. Find us at themurphytheater.org or the Murphy Theater YouTube channel.
A new Murphy Report drops every Monday morning.
That's not the only thing that drops first thing Monday mornings, Amanda.
When you have to know, count on your one source for useless, made-up news. The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holidazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
And like and subscribe.
Subscribe. Yes, yes. So, where were we, Joe? You said you had
Were we somewhere?
You had some this day in history.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
No.
No, you didn't say that. I think I've got some this day in history, and let me see.
See if you get the same as
There's
me.
actually a website that says that. Yes, Joanne, we do miss Steve. He is our favorite executive director of any nonprofit in the Clinton County area. Clinton County EMA, new blog out today on rising AI-driven cyber threats and how they could impact local systems. Not fear, this is awareness. And this is coming from Mr. Breckel at the Clinton County EMA. Always informing us. And, we need to contact him and have him come in on the show again. It's been a while. Maybe we'll have him come in on one of those days that you're going to be gone to South Carolina or whatever. And because he's indubitably more interesting than you.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Might even bring him into some of our basketball broadcasts. How's that? This day in history. I wonder if this is AI.
I don't know.
This day in history. President Lincoln delivers the Gettysburg Address.
Ooh.
That's important. On November the 19th, 1868, at the dedication of a military cemetery in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, President Abraham Lincoln delivers one of the most memorable speeches in American history.
And you just knocked off one of mine.
You didn't even know. In fewer than 275 words, Lincoln brilliantly and movingly remembered a war-weary public as to why the Union had to fight and had to win the Civil War.
1863, Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address right there.
That's right. The Battle of Gettysburg. The Battle of Gettysburg.
And he wrote it. Took him 20 minutes, I think.
Well, it was only 275 words.
And on his way to get it, he was on the train on the way there. And
So tell me, do you have this? In 1942, the Soviets launched counterattack at Stalingrad.
No, I didn't write that. I read that one, but I didn't write it down.
The Soviet Red Army under General Gregory Zhukov launches Operation Uranus. The great.
Don't talk about talk about your Uranus.
The great Soviet counteroffensive that turned the tide of the Battle of whatever in. Morning.
Hi.
What can we do for you?
You know what time they open for tickets?
I think 11.
I think 11 o'clock.
I think it's open as far as the internet, buying, but at 9. But they're not. The office won't open up here.
Someone had come in just
o'clock.
before you and said that they'd actually saw that it was 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it says on the website 9 o'clock.
And I don't know,
Well, we went over there trying to find the time. We couldn't find. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
Huh.
But we're not Murphy Theater. We're just renting.
We
this
do a
out.
morning show here. But anyway,
Okay,
so
okay.
you might try back at 11 or call and see, if there's someone here.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. And then in 1969, the soccer legend Pele scores his 1,000th goal. Did you have that?
No, I did not have that one.
Brazilian soccer great Pele scores his 1,000th professional goal in a game against Vasco da Gama. in Rio de Janeiro's Macarena Stadium.
Say that again real fast.
And,
Did they do the Macarena?
what about this? In 1975, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest opens in theaters. That was the story of Joe Davis's life.
Yeah.
It was a film about a group of patients in a mental institution, and it opened in theaters, directed by Milos Forman.
Here's
And,
Johnny.
Yeah. In 1976, one of your old girlfriends, Patty Hearst, was released on bail. Patricia Campbell Hearst, a granddaughter of the legendary publishing magnate William Randolph Hearst, is released on bail pending the appeal of her conviction, when she was being a bad girl.
I saw his castle.
So is Castle, huh? In 1985, Reagan and Gorbachev hold their first summit meeting.
There's another one.
For the first time in 8 years, the leaders of the Soviet Union and the United States hold a summit conference meeting in Geneva. So you didn't have that. Well, what
I
about
had that
this?
one.
In 2003, an arrest warrant was issued for Michael Jackson. Rumors had swirled around Michael Jackson since the first public allegations of sexual misconduct with a minor child. And so they issued an arrest warrant, and I don't think he was ever convicted of anything like
He
that.
never was, no.
But anyway, in 2004, NBA players and fans brawl at the infamous Malice at the Palace game on November the 19th. Meta Sanford Artiste, then known as Ron Artiste of the Indiana Pacers, jumps into the stands and confronts a Detroit Pistons fan. I don't blame him.
I remember
People
seeing
from
this.
Detroit, like Doc's dogs, they're obnoxious. So anyway, and so they had the brawl in the stands.
I remember seeing
So
that.
Joe, do you have any other history information?
Yes.
Oh, good. I left some for
do.
you. Tell us, Joe. Pray tell.
1978. Now, we talked about this the other day, and this is saying today in history, 1978, 900 followers of Jim Jones
Drank the Kool-Aid.
drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. In Ghana.
And died. In
Ghana?
Ghana.
Ghana?
1862, Billy Sunday, ball player, then became a preacher, was born. Died in 1935.
You're a preacher, aren't you? Aren't you a preacher?
He was born in 1862. Billy Sunday, he was a early baseball player because he was born in 18. So if he was 20 in 1882, by the time baseball started,
Okay, what does that mean, an early baseball player?
it started
As
in like
opposed to a late baseball player?
well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now would be a late baseball player.
Okay, all right.
But he was a baseball player, got famous being a baseball player, then became a minister, preaching the gospel.
So was he more famous as a baseball player or a minister?
Maybe a minister. I think he was a better minister than he was a baseball player.
All right, so he didn't hit 300.
No.
Okay.
1861, Julia Ward Howe wrote.
Wasn't she on Gilligan's Island?
No,
Oh,
that's
that
Mrs.
wasn't
Howe.
that wasn't Mrs. Howe.
No.
Okay.
Julia Ward Howe wrote the Battle Hymn of the Republic. She didn't write the music. She just wrote
That's the one that
lyrics.
says, "My eyes have seen."
In the glo-
Okay.
You want me to do that?
No, I don't want you to.
My
don't
eyes
don't,
have
don't
seen
sing,
the
Joe. Please.
glory
No, don't sing.
Of the
Joe,
coming
that's
of the
enough.
Lord.
Go to the next
Sorry.
this day in history.
867. Not 1867. 867. Pope Nicholas died.
In 867.
867.
Oh,
Pope Nicholas died.
was he the one that they called
this-
Saint Nick?
No.
No, that was not. That was Pope Nick.
Yeah. 1863. Oh, never mind that one. Somebody already took that one.
Oh, I wonder who. Someone probably with
Start.
a mind with a steel trap.
In 1910, today was the start of the Mexican Revolution.
The Mexican
Mexican.
Revolution. Okay. Okay.
Revolution.
And what did that accomplish?
Nothing.
No.
They just like to fight
Is that
over
is
there.
that all your days in history?
I got one more.
All right, one more.
The Apollo 12 landing on the moon.
That was the actual first land on the moon, and what didn't that
So
carry
that was
Neil
the first
Armstrong?
was in August.
Oh, that was Apollo 11.
Yeah. This is the 12.
They usually come like one after the other. So they never have like Apollo 13 before Apollo 11,
Right.
or vice versa.
Yeah. Why
So
have?
they're in numerical
order.
numerical order.
Oh, let's have number 15,
So what
and
was
then
the
next
last
year we'll have
Apollo
number
mission?
14.
Was it 13, the one that failed?
Yes.
That was the last one. We have not had.
Again, the unlucky number.
There is
13.
no. I just saw something on the internet where this trawler was fishing. You know, they fish with
trawler
nets.
was fishing?
They fish with nets, and they pulled up what looked like an Apollo capsule that they were trawling, and it was in their net, and they.
Were they trawling for an Apollo?
No,
capsule?
they weren't trying to fish for an Apollo capsule, but it looks very similar. Now, it had USAF on it, so U.S. Air Force.
Because most of them, I mean, like the Apollo ones, when they landed, they had a thing that puffed out.
Well,
and
it could
they
be
picked them up
that
with
this might have been like one of their early tests,
test or something.
and it failed, and it sank to the bottom of the ocean until it was fished out of the ocean. But I don't know. I didn't take more time because they also popped it open. There was a hatch, of course.
Right. Was
and
there anybody in there?
They showed them peering in there, to their amazement, to their shock, and that's where
It stopped.
that's where it stopped, or that's where you came in or something and
Yeah.
interrupted me. But anyway, so
All my
I
fault.
never did find out, was there anything in there? Like maybe I know who could have been in there. Who was the mob boss that was killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been him. What was his name?
It's your brother.
What is my daughter saying? She is saying, oh, that's right. Thank you, Erica. Yes, I can. Erica's reminding me that I have to bring a stamp home for her because I have the stamps upstairs. But I have to go upstairs anyway to drop off some things that I brought with me to leave here so that they don't pile up in my office at home. So I will remind myself when I go up there to drop this other stuff off to get a stamp for Erica. What are you looking at?
I'm checking these dates, my minutia.
More minutia?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about something that is not minutia. Let's talk about something that is chock full of information.
This is history facts.
And it comes in these beautiful
Oh,
brochures
yeah. Yeah.
that the Murphy Theater produces. And
What is this Saturday? There was a reason there was nothing going on at the Murphy Theater this Saturday because something was going on.
well, let me look in here and see. Well, first of all, we want to remind everybody that the second Wednesday of every month from 4 to 9 at 143 Fairway Drive in Wilmington, Ohio at Buffalo Wild Wings.
And next month
This
it'll
is-
be December 10th.
This is Wednesday, isn't it? Is this the second Wednesday
No,
or
this
the
is the
third?
third.
Oh, so doesn't apply. Don't ignore this. But more importantly, you see this thing behind me? Friday, November the 28th at 7 o'clock, the movie Nutcrackers, which was also produced by Hulu.
You skipped that one.
I don't like that one. So anyway, will appear here at the Murphy Theater, starring Ben Stiller. And I'm not a big Ben Stiller fan, but it's all right. Anyway, the admission is $7 each.
Have you ever seen this movie?
Nutcrackers? No. Or $12 for a family at the door. And a family, we've not defined what a family is yet. What is a family, Joe?
We gotta ask Steve.
Okay. So would it be like immediate
We gotta
family?
ask Steve.
Okay. So anyway, the Movies of the Murphy presents Nutcrackers Friday, November the 28th. I thought this said 29th. This does. This says November the 29th, but in this brochure it says 28th.
Maybe November 29th, it's on Hulu.
I don't know. Or maybe that was the original. It could have been that it appeared originally on the 29th.
Because that's the...
That's the banner from the theater. So
Right.
anyway, but this Friday, November the 28th at 7, the 2024 production of Nutcrackers starring Ben Stiller, and it was filmed locally with scenes inside the Murphy Theater.
Well, and that was to 2024. This is 20... So it may have backed up one day because of the year.
It's possible. So anyway, and if you drop a $7 spot on us, you get in. If you drop $12, you can bring your whole family.
And then we'll ask Steve will work that in.
Yeah,
I'm saying mom, dad, boys, daughter, son, daughter.
cousins,
No.
aunts, uncles.
Planes, trains, and automobiles this Friday. Only a couple days away. This is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's on our marquee outside.
Friday, November 21st, 7 p.m. Planes, trains, and automobiles, starring Steve Martin and John Candy.
You know, the other thing that we need to clarify, because we've already had 2 people in this morning already. So what are they? What's the ticket they're wanting to buy? What's the big thing that's coming? Is it the Drowsy Lads?
First you have
No, but I mean the Drowsy Lads is a big production.
right.
The ticket is $35.
And whatever they're buying today was the first day you could buy tickets for, so it might have been Drowsy Lads.
Right,
Which
so-
is December 6th.
December the 6th, the Drowsy Lads tickets are $35. That is Saturday, December the 6th at 7:30 p.m. All I can say is you can buy them online or you can come here to the box office, but I don't think the box office opens until 11 o'clock unless they've changed the hours of operation, and I
Well,
don't...
nobody was over there. I
Well,
went over.
no, obviously it's past 9 o'clock, or it's getting to be a lot like Christmas. It is 9:34, and no one is here occupying the box office. And I don't know who that person would be anyway. I don't know whether it's JoJo or whether Marla takes care of the tickets when JoJo isn't here, or whether Dan takes care of the tickets. I don't think Dan does any ticketing. Dan does more of the technical stuff and the construction work, which he's fantastic at. He's worked with me on a couple projects, or I'll tell him what I need and he does it. Dan is great. You're reading about Leanne?
Yeah, it's got Leanne here. 30 Years of Blue.
So
Saturday, May 9th, 2026.
Are you-
Leanne Rhymes.
Are you looking at the ticket office hours?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find.
Okay. It's on the website.
I just pulled up. This is their website.
So anyway, if you're trying to get Drowsy Lads tickets, they're $35. This is for December the 6th at 7:30. And the ticket office, I believe there'll be someone here at 11. Because that's typically the operating hours here at the Murphy Theater. Now, maybe I am not knowledgeable on, maybe there have been some changes. But anyway, to finish or round out the year, besides the fact that squished in between there, we've got Holidazzle, which we will stream. Wake Up Wilmington Special Evening Edition will stream Holidazzle like we did last year. Joe will be here. We might even bring in some special guests. Leanne Rhymes, maybe we can get her to come by.
Oh, that'd be
You think
cool.
that would be good? She could sing for us. But
Sure.
anyway, Nutcracker, December the 13th at 2 and 7 p.m. and December the 14th at 2 p.m. Tickets are $10 to $25 depending on your seating in the theater. And that is produced and brought to us by the Ballet Tech of Ohio. They present the Nutcracker. And then to cap off the year, we have Charlie's, meaning Charlie from here at Charlie's Classic Christmas, bringing the holidays home. That's December the 19th and the 20th at 7 p.m. and December the 20th and 21st at 2 p.m. Tickets are only $12, so that's that's not family. That's individual tickets are $12. Classic Christmas right here at the Murphy Theater. And that'll round out the Christmas season. Then we go into New Year. And typically the Murphy staff, I don't think last year they were here. I think they took like a week or two off. And that's why I'm also thinking that perhaps on Wake Up Wilmington, we may not be here. We will keep you informed as time goes on. We definitely will not be here on Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve or Christmas.
Black Friday.
Or, no, Black Friday will be here. Or New Year's Eve or New Year's. And Joe, you need to write down and give to me the times that you will be gone so that I can make sure that I don't include you in all the money that we're taking in and the festivities and the
Yeah,
food, you know, since you're not going to be here.
Do I got to learn to write first.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, you did have that East Clinton great education, even though you still.
My math's a lot better than yours.
Is it true, Joe? Can you tell me? Is it true? You were voted, you know, when they
Best
do
legs.
the ugliest legs in your class.
Best legs.
Ugliest pasty white legs in your class.
But I've looked on the Murphy thing all over. I can't. There's nothing giving me times.
Yeah, and maybe that's purposeful. But actually, we had this all along, Joe. Look, Leanne Rhymes is right here. Saturday, May the 9th. It was on this.
Yes.
We just never read
I
it.
just never read that part.
Yeah.
We
And-
started off with the January.
And we also, I think Jer Bear, he chimed in with the winners from the Cavalcade of Stars that we had here last
Home
week.
free and internationally renowned a cappella country.
Acapella country? That might be interesting. Well, I can read, Joe. But anyway, Jer Bear gave us the winners of each of the categories, and that country.
Unless they came over and redid these.
They
and-
might have done some. Well, because they're constantly updating.
Yeah,
these.
and they took the others and put these
Well,
down.
I didn't take the others.
Because I think we would have noticed that
I
if it
actually
was there
went.
on the original.
Yeah, I actually went over and got the latest, which these, if you notice, they're folded nicer and all that. These were actually in the little container out on the counter there in the office, and I snatched two of these
Yeah,
because I knew that they would have the latest.
Phil Dozier's was up higher.
I had the latest information, and that may be Phil Dirt is always.
Anybody wants to buy me tickets for that? For my birthday is January 12th. This is January 17th.
You mean you don't want to go to
5
Leanne
days
Rhymes?
later.
You don't want to go to Leanne Rhymes?
I don't know if
Will
I'm-
you not be here when Leanne's here?
Saturday, May 9th. I don't know. I may not be.
You may not be here in May.
May not be.
Well, you'll probably be doing volleyball. Joe is quite the greedy son of a gun, and so if there's money to be made, Joe's there. Yeah, Joe's there.
Yeah.
And he tries to make as much
So I
money
can buy my own food,
so he
unlike
can,
Rick,
so
who
he can buy
begged
me
for
lunch.
free food.
So he can buy me lunch.
I did
anyway.
once. That'll never happen again.
Well, it'll never happen where I'll
Instead of thank you, I appreciate
where
it.
I'll let you eat my food after you've bought it for me, and then he sits there and he eats my food. And then he has the gall to say that he got sick because he ate my food,
No, I got-
trying to spare me
I got
from
24.
eating too much pizza.
He gets done.
He was
There's
like,
2 pieces of pizza left, and
he was stuffing it in his mouth as
Rick,
fast as he could put it in.
here, take those.
Yeah.
I don't want those 2 pieces of
Well,
pizza.
I knew those were the ones I poisoned.
Probably true.
They had the poison.
Then he says, "You
Yeah,
ate the last 2 pieces.
poisons.
My 2 pieces."
Well, it's time for a break, Joe. I'm going to head over to the table.
Hey, why
Tomorrow,
don't you head over to
remember,
the table?
we've got Dustin calling in. Well, actually, he's going to be live on the screen if everything works right.
If
Well, we could have tested this out before, but Joe didn't tell me he had a laptop. I didn't think Joe knew how to operate anything technical. I just thought he would show up and bloviate. But anyway, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap the show up, Joe.
wrap up.
Now, you want me to take you off first before?
Like you did last time.
All right, so let's do this first.
Thank
How
you.
a basket full of newborn kitties steered a 20-ton luxury cruise liner to safety.
Saving more than just 9 lives.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Feel-good stories that we make up just for you every Monday morning.
One would say it's a perfect way to start the week.
Why would anyone say that, Steve?
No idea.
These stories and the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater on The Murphy Report.
Hey, Amanda, what's the first thing a kitty says when it's being held at gunpoint?
I give up.
Exactly. The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us. Stalled airport escalators leaving behind thousands of stranded passengers.
break out the overnight cots. It's a slumber party for the ages.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
News to brighten your day and keep you safe.
That and all the latest news about the Murphy, Ohio's hometown theater. It's what you've come to expect. It's what you deserve.
With the Murphy Report. Every Monday on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel.
The Murphy Report. Airports might have broken escalators, Amanda, but the only thing breaking here is the news.
Have you ever slept in an airport overnight, Steve?
Every Friday, Amanda.
That's the day they delouse your complex and spray for roaches.
The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us. Could underused vowels soon be a thing of the past?
unroll that toilet paper. It's a vowel movement of epic proportions.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
News you need, including the comings and goings at the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater, downtown Wilmington.
With the Murphy Report, your number 2 source for useless information.
That's our cornerstone.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
A new report for you every Monday morning on our YouTube channel.
Or the Murphy Theater website.
Speaking of vowels, Steve, I understand you recently learned the golden rule of I before E.
That's right, now I finally know how to spell one of my favorite words.
Let me guess. Friendship.
Pie.
The Murphy Report. If it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Subscribe, Joe. Like and subscribe. Looks a lot better than having you on there anyway. So, we think we've found out the question about, but that's on the Murphy website.
Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. office hours.
But there, I don't know that there's anything, because it's not on the door as you come in.
No, when I went to the door, I'm reading it backwards, but I can see through the thing. This is the Murphy Theater.
Hello, Dean Thompson. How are you? Joe says hi to him. Haiku. Haiku. So,
Hello, too.
We have established that for normal people, unless you're a member, and we don't know that the members get any access to buying tickets at 9 o'clock, but there's no one here ever at 9 o'clock. Unless there's some special project that
Unless they can do it online or something like that.
Dan Stewart
sooner.
is working on or whatever. There's no one here that early. Now, Marla was here early the other day, but once again, Dan was in, and I think Marla was helping decorate the beautiful Christmas tree that is in our lobby that we did a tour of yesterday. Should I take another tour?
No.
No?
But the tour did look, the one we put on there, it made it look wow compared to, I mean, it still looks wow there.
Right.
Because of the reflection of the lights on the camera and stuff,
Right?
it looked just
Wow.
Wow.
It looked wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Because once again, using the technology, NDI.
By the way, what's the weather today, Rick?
Let me look out and see, Joe.
Our lookout
Uncle
weather.
Punky's lookout weather. It is dry. Although it's supposed to rain today, sometime today, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Maybe later tonight.
It is dry. It is not sunny. It is overcast.
Basically,
What is the temperature out there, Joe? Can you pull that up?
yes. Temperature right now is 40 degrees.
And what we want to remind everybody about is
High today at 47.
tonight, this man and moi will be at Wilmington College
Unless I forget and fall asleep.
for Flow Sports. Well, you're going to pick me up. For Flow Sports.
Why?
Doing Wilmington College, because you're going to pick me up. Because I don't like driving. I'm shy.
Because I was going to say, last year when we went to college, you drove every
and
time.
I've got
I
a
drove
lot of equipment that I have to carry, and you got to help. So that way, if I have you with me, you're forced to carry it. So anyway, getting back to the thing I was talking about, the game tonight. Joe Davis will be doing play-by-play. I don't know who the I had an email. Let me see if I can pull up the email of the people that are participating in tonight's incredible events at Wilmington College. And I don't think that's it. I don't know where he sends me that. He must send it to him in an email. So let me see if it's here. All right. Working men's basketball tonight. Bill Lehrman will be actually keeping the book for Wilmington College tonight.
He'll be on the floor, right?
He'll be on the floor. So you'll be able to get an word in edgewise. We haven't seen Bill for a while. But anyway, and we'll be up in the press box, so we won't actually see Bill. And the only time you might run into him is if you go down to get us our food. Yeah, our food. And but anyway, so here's who are, just to give some attention to the people at Wilmington College, the interns that work so hard. We're going to go live tomorrow, which is today at 1 o'clock.
Tomorrow, which is today.
Yes. No, this is football, so this is the wrong thing. That's not it. I pulled up the wrong thing. So I don't know where he sent me that information, because all I've got on here is Bill Lehrman. Oh, maybe there. Oh, here it is. All right. Arrive by 6:30 p.m. for the 7 o'clock tip-off. And this is the schedule. Tyler Heiler is the PA announcer. Music is Kimberlyn Massino. So the music that they play, you know, when they play the music. Scoreboard is Madison Hoover. Lerone Brody is doing the game clock. Mikkel, why do they have all these difficult names? Bowen is doing the play clock. Abby Jo Lice and Vivian Noble are doing the cameras. So we'll have to figure out whether it's going to be Abby Jo or Vivian over behind them or up in the press box with us. And then Braylon Vaughn and Joe Davis will be doing the broadcasting. Macy Millen will be doing the stats input. Harry Weiss will be doing the stats calling. And then there's no social media person tonight. Normally Maddie Earhart would do that, but Maddie's not listed on here today. The bookkeeper, Bill Lehrman, the stream producer, Rick Phillips, and the video board operator, Tyler Barth. Macy and Madison will also help clean up after the game is over. Doesn't mention you, Joe, so you don't have to help clean up this time.
Good. I can leave as this is over. You clean up yourself.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that is tonight's Wilmington College basketball game. Who are they playing, Joe?
I have no idea.
Who do you think they're playing?
I have no idea.
Didn't I send you the schedule and ask you to enter it into your calendar?
I don't write down who they're playing. I just write
Why
down
not?
Wilmington College.
Why not?
I want to.
Well, you should. So the men are playing. I don't remember that team, but I can pull it up pretty quick. Wilmington College.
Go to your email. You can find it. There it is. Waza.
No, not Waza.
You sent it to me and it says Waza.
What?
WZAA.
That's the radio station that
I know, but that's what the headline on my email was.
Waza?
Anderson University.
Yes, Anderson. Anderson, Indiana, are where they're from. And so they will be playing our Quakers tonight.
Wait a minute. Nope. That was at 2 p.m. on the 19th.
Oh,
What
so
is today?
That wasn't it. Huh?
Today's the 25th. Calvin.
Calvin.
As in Calvin Klein.
Coolidge. No, Coolidge.
It says Calvin University.
Oh, yeah, Calvin University. So where is Calvin located?
Yeah, they're right above that. And
Right above what?
And, well, not quite as far as...
That?
Yeah.
Over there? I'm going to find out where Calvin College is. Calvin College. Just because inquiring minds want to know. Calvin College.
Liberal arts, Christian liberal arts, private school in Michigan.
Grand Rapids, Michigan, affiliated with the Christian Reformed Church. It's known for its academic programs, which include liberal arts, sciences, and education, and its mission to integrate Christian faith with learning. The university offers over 100 undergraduate degrees, It's ranked among the top regional universities in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report. So there you go, Joe. You know everything
They
now.
got a nice little Murphy Theater inside.
Calvin does?
See?
Is that their theater?
That's their theater.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
They got a
Anyway.
hallway. Oh, they got a tree with snow on it.
Well, that comes with every, Midwest university.
Anything in Michigan,
Well, that's true.
Michigan.
Because Michigan has got a lot to offer.
They got a something in
Hey,
house.
you visit Calvin, you get $2,000. Is that like tariff money that they're giving you?
If you go up and visit them,
I don't know.
I'll go visit them.
Tariff money.
Give me $2,000.
That's
for
a pretty
visit.
good student to faculty ratio, 13 to 1. I would imagine that's probably a very low compared to others. So anyway,
That's probably not a huge school, you know.
no, I would imagine that probably like Wilmington College, there's only a few thousand that attend Calvin College. And most of the schools in the OAC, which is the league that Wilmington is in, are not that big. Now, Capital's one of the bigger, I think, universities that's in their league. I don't know how big Mount Union is, but most of the schools that we're talking about in the OAC are probably in that 2,000, 2,500 student range at most, if that. So anyway, but the information off their website looked pretty impressive, Joe. I must say.
I was looking to see if it told
All
me
right.
how many is there.
We got 7 minutes. Are we wrapping things up? What
Let's
else?
wrap.
What else do we want to talk about? Is there something? Is there?
Welcome home. Rapping.
Is there something specific that we need to make sure that we say before we go off the air? Tomorrow,
The flag is starting to come up. I don't know if they may be doing some work today since it's not raining.
yeah, and of course I don't know. It's supposed to rain for the next few days.
Let's see where I see rain coming in. I don't see rain coming in even till tomorrow morning. So it's not going to rain today.
So they might be able to get some work in today, and I'm sure they pull up the same Uncle Punk's.
Thursday, no rain. Friday, rain coming in.
What about
Saturday, no rain. Sunday, no rain.
Okay, so
So just Friday. So
Rain.
today and tomorrow, they could actually get some work done on the.
and as I said, all that is being detailed and captured by a time-lapse camera that is recording.
So when we get
As-
it done, they'll be able to go back and
You'll be able to see the flag furl.
from gray to gray with black blotches all over it to then white.
And I do hope, and I don't know whether this is part of it, I haven't talked with Trevor about this. I do hope that they paint the entire
top
silos.
to bottom.
Yeah, top, bottom, all of it, at least white. That is not going to be where the flag is, because everybody's eyes are going to be drawn to that silo. And if they leave some of it, pockmarked like it is, where the concrete is, that wouldn't look good. So we want this to look good. So maybe they need to spend another
I'll have them contact you.
$100,000.
Once they're up,
Fill in the chink.
you go in and approve it.
Yeah, I'll sign off on it. But anyway, so we want to remind everybody the Murphy Theater is open today at 11, so that someone like this guy that's trying to come in here to buy a ticket, he's just talking to himself, so maybe he's not one of those
Yeah,
guys.
he walked by.
Yeah. But anyway, the decorations continue to go up in preparation for Holidazzle.
Yeah. Every day I notice more Christmas decorations.
That's right. And I
They're
know
looking
that
good.
the talk right now is why the commissioners, the county commissioners,
City or
voted,
county?
voted down erecting a Christmas tree. Maybe she wants the tickets. Why they voted down erecting a Christmas tree on county property at the courthouse. Everyone voted against it other than Commissioner Steed. Kerry Steed is Generations Pizza, and he's also a county commissioner. He voted to put a Christmas tree up. The other Scrooges and Grinches voted no. So shame on them. we should have a Christmas tree. And I understand they're talking about the fact that why should we have a Christmas tree because, separation of church and state. There is nothing in the Constitution, nothing that says you have to do that. Yeah, so anyway,
That's people talking later.
Yeah, this is all pure.
The only thing about separation of church and state, it means the church cannot come into the state and say, you got to do this because of certain things.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean you can't have a Christmas tree.
Hello there.
Hi.
Are you bringing us candy?
I am not.
Is this like free breakfast? To purchase?
Did I see your picture on Facebook recently?
Well, her picture's always on Facebook. She comes up in the recommended people that I need to friend.
Aw.
Yeah.
You just ignore it?
Well, what I've been told is the people that come on Facebook in that line that you see of all the pictures are people that have looked at some point at your profile, and so they're stalking you, and so.
You're stalking Rick's what he's trying to say.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I was told this by someone that knows.
I was told that too, but I'm not sure that's the case.
I don't know. Are you stalking?
Or you could.
I've never looked you up.
Oh, you haven't. I'm disappointed.
Well, I think it's like.
She probably looked me up because she likes me.
Oh my God.
See, yeah, see, we're friends on
I
Facebook.
think it like starts making connections.
So it's
Like I'm friends with Charlie. I'm sure you are. So like it starts making those connections because
ties people together or suggests, recommends.
'cause, like,
Right.
my
If you're a friend with me, which you are, and then I'm friends with Rick,
But
then it may be
But this is another
pulling
reason
you
why
in, saying
I have
you.
to ignore this because you're friends with him, and I ignore that as much as possible because he's such a.
See.
Not that you are.
Oh, okay.
Amanda said that to him yesterday. She looked at me. Rick was saying he was asking me a question, and I was trying to answer the question, and he kept interrupting me. Well, tell us. Go ahead and tell us, Jill. What? And she looked over at me. She goes, and Rick goes, "See what I got to put up with?" And she looks at me and goes, "No, but I can see what you're putting up with."
Amanda's delusional, so that's all I can say. But anyway.
So are you guys doing the game?
Yeah, we're actually
we're
doing
live
it
right now.
You have been
You wanna
included
come over and-
in the morning show.
Do you want to come over and get your face on here?
Well, we're almost
people
off
see
the
who we're
air,
talking
Joe.
to?
It's we've got what time is it? I don't even have my time on my clock.
9:50. We got 1 minute.
We have 1 minute. Well,
Come on and just say bye to everybody.
all right, yeah. Come in and
Goodbye, everyone.
let
You can
everybody
see
know who
yourself.
you are.
I'm Tanya Day.
And you have another job, a real job. And what is
So
that?
my real job is your Clinton County recorder.
That's right. She
Yeah.
records everything.
You record
Yeah.
everything
So are
we
you
say.
recording?
I
You
record-
recording what he says?
No,
No. Yeah, well, you should.
better not.
But anyway.
Yeah,
And we're her favorite talk show hosts.
of course. I mean, I was getting ready to say that. You
Of
just
course.
beat me to it.
Well,
And I'm bringing candy.
That's
for,
right.
And she's friends with
but we
me on
have to buy
Facebook,
it.
but
We
not
have to
Rick.
buy it. So, anyways, don't forget tonight we're at Wilmington College for basketball.
Yeah, go
First
Quakers.
men's basketball game tonight, and we'll be there. So,
Sweet.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
And bringing us candy. See everybody
Thanks for
later.
surprising me.
Yeah.
All right, one more load.